Okay, got crude oil inventories coming out here in like 8 minutes. So I'm in the demo account, and this is how I'm trading it. I got these stop entries that just posted in the script trading. And then I have the Black Swan crash order. So if you're looking at the 5-minute chart, this is what it looks like. Go to the 1-hour chart. Okay, so I'm going to buy low, sell high in this news. And I also have these plunge orders here. I'm going to get in 20 pips deep all the way to Memphis there. And here I'm going to get in down here like this. Okay, and here's my orders for this broker. I'm looking for the spike down and then the retrace. So as they come down, they'll fill me up on these orders, or they'll stop me out. And I just put them in really deep, you know. This would be a 100 pip spike, which we've seen that before. Okay, I got news coming out here in 6 minutes. And this is the 4-hour view. This is just nothing but a bar chart, and then this is the 1 period moving average. I suppose you could do a little analysis here like this. Here's the trend line break. And ideally you come back to support here. So I'm going to buy one at the market. I'm going to buy, of course this is probably going to be a spike down. I think they're going to wash out all these bulls. That's why I put a huge order bank down there. Now in the demo, you know, naturally I don't care, right? It's demo. But I'll definitely be looking to get in. Here's the 15-minute view, and those are 10 pip handles. Looks kind of messy, but I'm going to get on top of it. So if they reverse it, this is getting in 1 pip above the price. I guess they're not going to fill that because the spread went to 0 or something. There it goes. Okay, if I go to the 5-minute, so as it's plunging, I'm getting on top with scalps, and I'm also buying this. In the other video, I showed you this thing I wrote. So this is buying the plunge. I got 5 minutes to news, and typically this is when you get the squeeze just before the news, possibly. Let's hope, right? Because I'm bullish, as always. Not always. I sold this top last night, but I should have held it longer because, as you can see, it totally engulfed the previous prices. I mean, this thing came down here, but then the idea was to buy down here and then ram it up to there again. So this is why people get killed trend trading. It's because the market's so damn squirrely. All right, well, I'm just looking for a scalp here. And that is the 15-minute chart that came back to this top. And now it looks like they're going to spike it down to China. So I put this big iceberg down here. So if they do take it down there for a moment and then they rip it back up, because the only piece of news out of the States today is the crude oil inventories. So I'm going to buy pretty hard down there. I got in a little bit light here. I'm in like 4K. About to get filled on this limit. Okay, I just got filled there. I think there's 2 orders sitting at this. So hopefully this is going to be the old smash and grab. They take it down and then they reverse it. You know, it's pretty cruel. Of course, there was this nice run earlier that I scalped, but you're only as good as your last trade, I guess. All right, then we're just waiting for that ever-loving news. And so I'm getting in before the news, I guess. All right. Looks like we're getting a little slight bounce off this support area. Of course, when that news comes, I suspect that spread's going to get pretty wide. Almost no news until tomorrow. The jobs report in the morning. So just kind of sitting tight for the crude oil. Got 2 minutes to crude oil. Now, if this goes up here, I would probably get out of something and then reload on the rally out of this kind of a stop hunt, for lack of a better term. In other words, if you had a stop back here, so you had a stop on the half hour, right? They stopped you out. There's a half-hour bar. Okay, looking for this. So we've been walking down this thing and walking down into the news down this little mini channel here. I think we can draw that. I'm just looking for it to pop. Reversal pop. Okay, news coming up in 1 minute. And I think that'll be the scalp for the day. Of course, I put end of the world sell orders on top. I'm willing to sell if they can take it up to the nosebleed here. So last night that trade worked out, putting orders way up there. Some of them I had to wake up about 3 o'clock in the morning and reload it because they disappeared. But it's not like I lost any money. I just missed out on. I could have shorted it harder, more betterer. All right, looking to break this channel in the 5. News in 1 minute, and I've got this set to buy at the market. Those market orders, which I kind of dread. This is what it looks like inside here. It's a 15 pip stop with a 25 pip take profit. Waiting for the infamous, supposedly the newest, latest computer. This is the stop, and this is the take profit, and it just says open position. And on the platform, it says market. So inside here, you can see my market orders. And that's it. I'm in a whole 4K right now. Okay, news in 10 seconds, so it could go either way. It could go up and then smash down, or it could smash down and then go up. So I'm kind of tempted to, if I get a burst up, I would scalp it and then reload some plunge orders. But I think they're itching to take it up. I don't know what the Dow's doing right now, but yeah, because the news is out. And looking for a spike up to scalp. And then I'll just dump and walk away from it and come back. I'm in the middle of fixing my car, so, which actually I think I made more money fixing my car because I prevented from over trading, come back and only place pendings down deep. Okay, and then of course Europe's closing here pretty soon, so I'm as impatient as ever. I think I'm just an impatient person. That's why scalping seems to be a good fit. Gotta find what works for you, I think. Scalping's fun, right? Gotta have fun, or they're gonna take the T-bird away. Okay, well, that's a nice boring piece of news, isn't it? Yes, it is. And I could care what the news is. I just care about the fact that this little 5-minute channel gets broken to the upside. Okay, that's boring. I'll just pause and come back. Okay, looks like we're attempting to break this channel, so I'm going to bear all the patience I can bear to hold this trade for the next 5 minutes. But I'd like to take some of it right now because I really am a scalper at heart. So I think I'll just take something right now and wait for the other pullback. And here's where I'm just going to put in a tighter buy limit below. And then this broker here, I'm just going to let it ride. I put this immense bank down here expecting a plunge, but I also have an immense sell limits above me. And it looks pretty insane, but a lot of this stuff will be gone in about 3 hours. So it's a limited exposure entry. Here's the demo I'm trying to abuse. Started with 10,000 in here, but I've been around the block because when I first started, I just wanted to see if the whole thing would even run for me. So here's my scalp entry that I showed you. This is what this looks like. Not a scalp entry, but a trend entry where it's going to buy 2 pips below 4, 6, 12. But it's actually going to buy a 4K here. It's got a 15 pip stop, and it's just going to scalp it for 7 pips if it does get filled on that. And then here I'm looking to make 30 pips on the north side, but just a 1K, so I'm going to reduce my exposure. This is just for 1 hour. It's going to sit there. So you'd have to keep on hitting that, or you could write this anywhere from 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, 12 hours, 6 hours. So you can, or 1 day, right? But you got to be able to think ahead on this. And, okay, so I'm just holding a slight, I just have one here, right? I just got one order here, but, and I'm not going to buy at the market now because I feel like I'd be chasing it on that channel there. Certainly, if you're a believer of tops become bottoms, certainly here was the sell. This bottom became a top on the 5 minute. You have to nail it, but you might have got stopped out here if you didn't have the... but this is the true price pulse of the market as far as I'm concerned. This is a 1 period moving average. And I see a lot of people got so much stuff on their screen, but this is nearly naked trading. Really naked trading would just be close only, I think. But I want to see where the market makers faked everybody out here in this breakout and then they rip it down. Because that's kind of how I'm trading it. In other words, this buy limit here is designed to catch them when they rip it down, and then they're going to rip it back up. So I'm always kind of anticipating the other side of the coin, which is the worst case scenario, I think. Now I'm going to take a little profits on this guy. Same situation here. If they take it down again, now this is super tight. This is going to get in nearly at the market. All right, now it's going to buy on this plunge back into here. So they typically like to just run this all over the map. And on the demo, I'm going to get in on those stops that I set at 1 pip above. So I just posted this one. This is a hard stop entry, but it's buying a 5K here, but it's only going to take 2 pips. I'm not including the spread in any of these calculations. You're at the mercy of your broker. And of course, here is the trend move. If it's a real breakout, and you can drop these during news, this lasts for 2 hours. You can set it to anything you want. And in the platform, you'll see the notation come up. So you can nearly be an organized trader. And see my stops. I'm ready to get stopped out. Let's see, here's what it is. And then if you could dump that to a spreadsheet, of course, you could monitor the whole thing. But it's nothing like trading a demo. Right? Okay, now I'm going to put the buy stops in. I'm getting filled on the limits that I placed here on that. But yeah, see how they ripped that back? Right? It's continuous. They just keep on messing with these things. Okay, so I'm going to buy the end of the world crash here. Because I don't know, maybe the news was good. Who cares? It's so ridiculous to think that it would even matter, right? All right, hopefully they'll take that down to China. So you see I'm getting on this buy limit, and these are actually limits. I got out on the market orders, and even if it gets stopped out, it's a pretty tight stop on there. But see, watch this come down. Of course, London's going to close. I think they might rip it down and try to crush everybody here, right, come after that. So here's where I would really load up on the I guess this is a contrarian trade plan. And same thing here. I'm going to load up on the plunge of it all.